What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling amazing today. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what this channel is for people who have Cancer in their placements, whether it be sun, moon, rising, or wherever it is Cancer. This one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old moon. And we'll discuss like what phase she's in, what sign she's in, when she's going void, of course, just all those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be fantastic, Cancer. Now, let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling good, just good vibrations all around here, Cancer. Now, I hope you've been enjoying this this energy with the moon being in Sagittarius. She'll be in there for a little while longer today, but she'll be going void, of course, about 12:19 in the afternoon, and that's going to be Central Time. And she'll be entering Capricorn around 1:49 on Friday in the morning here. So we got another long one here, Cancer. So kind of settle in and relax when time allows. And we're on the last kind of little bit of this waning crescent, getting ready to go into the new moon phase here. So this is kind of like some last minute stuff here, Cancer. Be thinking about what we want to be manifesting into this going into the 23rd here. So because there's going to be, and this is astrology according to Justin, but with this new super moon here and with the full moon during the cycle, the full moon's going to be in Cancer. Please, there's going to be some good stuff going on for us. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. It's a Chariot Friends exclusive, and I included a link for this deck and other decks that I like using down in the description box below, so definitely check that out. But let's get into your first card here, which is going to be just kind of the overall energy of the day. So higher self, what is the energy of the day for Cancer? Let's see what kind of energy that you're working with today. Oh, yeah? Okay. Ooh! Look at that Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. And I dig it. You know what? Because this is what I mean when I say I feel like something big's coming tomorrow. Wheel of Fortune, baby. And this is in your control here, Cancer. I love when the Wheel of Fortune pops up, because this is thinking about, this is like, what do you think about your destiny, the legacy that you want to leave behind. This is your luck here, if you will. And the nice thing with the Wheel of Fortune is, I feel like sometimes people can be like, oh, well, I'm good luck, or, I got a lot of good luck, or I have a lot of bad luck. Well, Cancer, that depends on what you tell yourself. If you put that out in the universe that, like, oh, all I get is this bad luck and stuff, well, that's what your Wheel of Fortune's going to crank out. Now, what you asked for. But if we switch that mindset, and I know that it's like, oh, come on, Justin, really? But try it, Cancer, with some time. It's just like with anything. If you're in a crappy mood and you keep feeding into that thing, then you're just going to stay in a crappy mood. But if we start slowly, kind of working in some positivity, you see how the world kind of, that positivity will permeate in your world. And the next thing you know, it's just like, wow, I don't even remember what I was upset about. And I feel like that same thing kind of applies with this Wheel of Fortune here. This wheel, you're in control here. Grab it and you direct it wherever you want to go. If you're leaning more towards here, go that way. If you're leaning more towards here, go that way. If you're just full steam ahead, go wherever you want to take this thing, Cancer. But just know that you are in control of your destiny here, and you can get abundance, however that looks like for you. Great start. That's some good energy to work with today. So definitely steep in this a little bit today, and really ask yourself, where is it that how do you picture this thing, Cancer? Because not even just for this new moon cycle here. We're coming up on the new year. The new year is like next week. So it's like, where do you want to go in life? What does that look like? And don't be intimidated or feel like overwhelmed with this stuff. You don't have to solve this all today. But this is just like, let this be just like a motivator. Like, okay, let's like, I can start writing down some things, you know, just little steps, Cancer. As long as we're going and we're moving in that direction, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Now let's pull some more energy here. So this next few cards are just going to be just kind of how you're feeling, and we'll do clarifiers. Just do clarifiers all along the way. We're just kind of winging it here, Cancer. Higher self, how's Cancer feeling at this time? Let's see. Oh, okay. I tell you, we have stalkers, Cancer. Look at the Magician, and I, Cancer. Come on. Go. I don't even know how to, like, what more do we want to say about this? Okay, let me just talk about it. It's just pretty much everything that I literally just said. Going about what do you want your Wheel of Fortune to look like, and then go manifest it. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Verbatim. That's what this energy is. So if that's how you're feeling, go manifest it, Cancer. Stop. Don't sit on this thing. Ooh, because you know what? Okay, so there was like, come on, there's got to be a little more to that. With this energy here, just like how I had to pull this card, Wheel of Fortune doesn't just fall in your lap. You know, if you sit on this thing, if you're sitting on these skills and whatnot, then that's where it's going to stay. I feel like it's one of those things that's always available to you. But if you're not doing, it's like having, it's like you're really, imagine you're super thirsty, Cancer, parched, you're dehydrated, you have all these cups, or you have all the tools to get yourself some water. You just got to take this cup here and turn on the sink, and you know how you get water. But if you don't do those things, then you're just going to stay thirsty. And I know that may sound kind of like, well, yeah, Justin, you know, you don't need to be condescending. And I'm not trying to be, Cancer. You know, you're in a judgment-free zone here. What you do with your abilities is up to you, and I'm going to be there to support you along the way. But if we're in this place where we're yearning for more, you know, where we want to get the most out of life here, then go do it, Cancer. Go get this thing. Let's get some more stuff here. Higher self, how let's get to your next. Let's get another card. Higher self, what else? What are some other things that Cancer may be feeling during this time with this Wheel of Fortune energy here? Let's see what else you may be feeling at this time. Oh yeah, okay. You got the Five of Crystals here. And so I feel like with this energy popping up, maybe some of us feels like, I feel like maybe there might be some kind of comparison going on here. Maybe we've been manifesting, but maybe it's not getting to the degree that, you know, that you're initially wanting. And it's kind of, it's getting to this place of where we're kind of getting deterred a little bit. Because maybe we're seeing where some other people are getting their dreams, or, you know, going out and doing their stuff here. And I'll say, Cancer, if that's how we're feeling, you know, if we're comparing ourselves to others, because you mean, and how could you not, you know, when we got social media throwing like all that stuff in our face, you know, and think about this too, you know, when I think about social media sometimes, if we're not, you know, just like putting like being vulnerable on social media, a majority of the time, it's just seeing it's a snapshot of all the good stuff that's happening in our lives. You know, you don't get to see like when things aren't so great. You know what I mean? And so just keep that in mind if we're comparing ourselves to others, that everyone's journey is different. You know, what they might have, the steps they've needed to take to get to their Wheel of Fortune is going to look totally different than how it's going to take to get to yours. And this is just a universe kind of like, you know, if we've been feeling like we've been getting challenges up till now, it's just like, this is just the universe just letting you know, like, hey, this is your dream that you wanted. These are some of the perks. These are some of the minuses. Are we okay with that? If not, then let's adjust somehow. You know, do we want to make this more of like a side thing? You know, take that as it resonates, Cancer. But, you know, never compare yourself to others, because that's a quick recipe for just like quitting on something too early, where you might have had gold here, you know, whatever you were working on, but, you know, if it's not, you know, with the loftier the dream, the bigger the challenge. And if we're not seeing maybe like immediate results, because I feel like we're just in this state of, we just need instant gratification all the time. But Cancer, it's going to take some work. So just remember that going into this thing, Cancer. Be compassionate to yourself. You know, the fact that you're even taking steps, and remember, look back on yourself. You know, from where you're at now to where you were then. Let that be a marker, like you're growing, and keep that momentum going. Let's get some more here. Higher self. Let's. What else is Cancer feeling with this energy here today? Let's see what else is cooking in your world, Cancer. Nice. Four of Wands here. And so I feel like if we keep that momentum, you know, if we don't let this stuff kind of deter you here, Cancer, that's how you're going to get to your Four of Wands. You're going to get to your celebration here. And I will say, too, this is kind of exactly what I was saying with like appreciating your growth along the way. Take those times. When you have a milestone, celebrate that. And really celebrate that, Cancer. Because I feel like sometimes, you know, in the efforts to get to our dreams, you know, just as quickly, you know, we want this thing and we want it just as fast as possible, that we skip the growth along the way. We skip the places where we've really succeeded, you know, and where we really leveled up here. And then it's just like when we get here before, you know, it's like when we get to this thing, if we don't have anything to kind of reflect on, then it's just like, oh, well, oh, is that it? Okay, well, I guess I'm off to the next thing here. And, you know, it just kind of loses its value a little bit. So I really feel like, you know, don't rush this thing. You know, it's going to happen naturally. It's going to happen at its own pace. You know, it's just really just trusting the universe at this time. If you're putting in the steps, and you know you're focused on your dream here, you're taking those actions towards it, then I feel like trust. Know that the universe has got your back here. All right, what else is Cancer feeling at this time? Higher self. Let's see what other things we might be feeling at this time, Cancer. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. Got the Page of Stars here. And this is what I feel like, you know, remember this drive here. Remember when you started this thing, you know, whatever this looks like for you. If you're starting a project, going for a promotion, home improvement, self-improvement, whatever this is, however this is manifesting for you, Cancer. When we get into this places of doubt, you know, when we're not sure of our abilities here, we're comparing ourselves to others, you know, scrap all that noise. Think about that moment when you first came up with this idea, when you first had that, when you came to that decision that this is what I want to do. This is how I want to, this is the step that I need to take to get to the best version of myself. Remember that. And then let that be your motivator. You know, that's a good kind of like, you know, when you're losing steam there, just like, right, this is why I got into this thing. Because even, let's say, even when like it's throwing, when it can have like a crappy day, if you still love this thing at the end of the day and you got lessons from this thing here, let that be your driving force. You know, don't let someone else, you know, blowing up overnight or, you know, like get rich quick, you know, all that stuff. Don't let other people's things, you know, diminish this awesome journey that you're having here, Cancer. Just remember that star that you planted here when you first started here, and let that be your motivator. Let's get one more card on these feelings here that I think we're going to wrap up, Cancer. So what is higher self? Let's get one more card on this thing. Let's see. Let's bring this thing home here. What are some? What's the lesson of the day here? Let's see what's the lesson here, Cancer. Nice. You got the Moon here, Cancer. And then what a lovely kind of way to kind of wrap things up here. With the Moon, I feel like it's just about, you know, this is your path that you're walking here, you know, and the Moon is not, you know, the Moon card in all tarot decks is considered like one of the scariest cards in the deck, if not the scariest, and because it has to deal with illusions, misconceptions, just all of that. And I feel like with the popping up here, this is just reminding us that, when you hit those hurdles along the way, those are just things, those are just tests there, Cancer. This is not meant to deter you here. It's meant to strengthen you, and again, to kind of see through all of this noise here, when we're telling ourselves like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea, or maybe I'm not good enough, maybe this was all of those seeds of doubts here, and let's switch back over. Yeah, but any of those kind of like seeds of doubt, at the end of the day, ask yourself, does this fulfill me? Is this making me happy? Is this raising my vibration? Because doubts are going to happen, Cancer. There's so much stuff that goes in our heads sometimes. Those little seeds just they can pop up from time to time. And you know what? When I have those doubts, I've just personally, it's just like, it's just kind of like, okay, I see you, but that's not helping me here. Like I see, and that's not serving me a purpose. You got to keep it moving, and then go back to focus. Why am I doing this thing? What is it that what is motivating me? What's driving me? And then next thing you know, my energy's back up. I'm feeling good. Are there doubts still going to come up, Cancer? Of course, but it's not getting lost in those illusions there. They're only temporary. So I like that. That was a pretty chill reading. A little somber, but I feel like it's just keeping that drive, Cancer. So don't stay motivated. I believe in you. So if you like that as much as I did, give this a thumbs up here. If you know someone who might need just like a motivational boost, let's raise that vibration, Cancer. Let's share this. If you know anyone with cancer in their placements or anything like that. Follow me on Facebook. Let's subscribe. Hit that bell button. You'll get notifications when I upload videos. I'm on Facebook. And then last thing, once you check all your placements, your moon, your sun, moon, rising, all of that, check out my other channel, the Alchemist 8. I do weekly readings for all the other signs. I do weekly different themes weekly for monthly spreads. I'm still working on a more eloquent way of saying that. So hopefully that made sense, Cancer. And all that housekeeping's in the description box below. But let's get your last card here. Let's get a surprise card at the end. Nice. You got the Queen of Stars here, Cancer. And you know what? Queen of Stars was told that she's got a Wheel of Fortune popping up here, and she's got Magician energy that she's working with. She's about to go out there and manifest her world, Cancer. And you know what? Even the Queen of Stars will have her doubts, but she's resourceful, because if she knows that if this is what's fulfilling her here, if this is what is bringing her happiness, then bet you she's going to go out and get it. So I feel like it's just, stay, because this is Capricorn's card here. And so I feel like, this is going to take some work, this is going to be, you're going to be tested at times, but it's just about powering through. And then when you get on the other side of it, celebrate that, Cancer, when you've leveled up, because every time you persevere and you get over these things, you've leveled up. So I dig that. I'm leaving that there, Cancer. Stay safe out there. Keep eyes on the moon, and I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.